Hey everybody, it's Engineering in Heels back with another review. Sorry it's been a little bit. We're in the process of getting our house really ready to sell, so we have been really busy and haven't had as much time in the evenings or on the weekends to film videos, but we're going to try and get a few up for you guys in the coming weeks, so thanks for sticking with me. It's been super stressful. So anyway, today I want to show you the Louboutin Lady Peep. I did a mini review of these a few months ago. And just wanted to kind of update it and talk about them a little bit more in kind of a more traditional review setting. So the Lady Peep is an 150 millimeter heel. It's got a small platform. It's maybe 30 millimeters or so. It's a peep toe, which you don't see as many peep toe styles anymore, and I've always really loved peep toe. I think they're a really cool, traditional, kind of old style shoe. This peep toe is kind of like a 2 or a 2.5 toe peep. I kind of measure my peep toes and how many toes peep out. So a lot of times you'll see either 2 toes or 3 toes coming through a peep toe. So this is a 2 toe. That does make it a little bit more secure on the foot, and it makes it less likely that your toes are gonna like do the toe overhang thing, so that's really nice. It's made in a super duper thick patent leather. This patent leather is a lot thicker than most other Louboutins in patent leather. I think this might be the same thickness that is used in the Bianca, but it's definitely thicker than the Socate, so that's just something to remember when you're looking to size these, because these aren't going to stretch as much as a calf leather or even a thinner patent leather, so just something to keep in mind. The heel on these is nice. It's not super stiletto, but it's not thick either. It's kind of a medium thickness heel, so I really like that as well. Let's talk about sizing a little bit. This is like the hardest shoe that the hardest Louboutin maybe that I've had size-wise. This was, I think, the second Louboutin that I bought, so I've had these for quite a few years, and I bought them in a 39.5 originally because I thought the 39 would be too tight. But unfortunately, that's created a lot of problems. So if you can see here, and I don't know if you can, I've had to put a heel grip in the back because heels a lot of times slip off my heel, and these are no different. They're like a really wide, they don't grab in on the heel that much, and I have like the back of my heel must be kind of skinny, so it's just like heels tend to pop off there. So just something to think about. The other thing that's like been a monster challenge in these is that the seam is super duper bad with that thick patent leather up against like the regular leather that they have inside. So it's given me a lot of blisters. So I have tried a lot of things in here, but finally settled on moleskin. So I've got moleskin in here, and that helps keep the toes from moving forward too much and helps keep the blisters from coming. So that's just a few things about these. They also do have kind of a cool like inner seam design. I always like to see where they end up seaming their leather, and I think it looks kind of neat that they have it both in the middle here and on the back. So here I'm going to give you some close-up shots of the Lady Peep on my feet. I actually do really like the size as far as my toes not coming all the way to the end of the Peep. I think that makes them look a little bit more delicate on the foot. You can also see here that there's quite a bit of toe cleavage, which I love. The toe cleavage is always one of the best part of the shoe for me. Coming in from the side, you can see a little bit of the arch popping out. These aren't like a super crazy arch pop shoe, but it definitely get a little bit of a sexy peak of arch, which is super nice. You can also see those thicker heels. So yeah, I don't know what it is about these that just don't show up in pictures, because they're almost as tall when you think of it. I mean, there's just 10 millimeters between this and like a Daffer Victoria. But for whatever reason, these just never look that tall to me, like on film, like, or on pictures, I should say. So they always look like 140 millimeters or even lower, and I just can't figure it out, because I think when you look at them, they look like a pretty sexy shoe. So long-term comfort on these are pretty comfortable. They would be more comfortable if they were a little bit more molded to my feet. I mean, these are slightly too big on me, I think. So I do worry when I wear these for long periods of time that I'm gonna get some slipping off of the foot. You can kind of even see here that there's a little bit of a gap. And even with that like heel pad in, it doesn't come up very far on the heel. So it ends up just kind of falling off anyway. So I definitely don't think they're uncomfortable, but they're not the most comfortable shoe. Like, I would pick a Socate to wear to work over these, which is funny because the Socate puts your foot in a much more painful positioning, but there's something about the Socate that is just really wonderful and like wraps your whole foot, whereas this, I feel like the foot is more exposed and it's just not quite as comfortable. So that's a little bit on the comfort on these. Styling them, I feel like it's kind of difficult to get them styled so that you can see the height, like I've been harping on in this. So I've got these with kind of some cool plaid pants today, and I do like that. And it's nice to have that kind of cropped pant too, because then you can show off anklets or whatever else. So just a little bit on these. Hope you've liked this review. You can see I've had them resold as well. And these have been pretty durable. I kind of wreck all my heels. So I did slide into like a crack of bricks. So there is a little bit of a blemish here, but it's not too bad. And thanks to the thick leather, it didn't completely rip, which was amazing. So that's another thing that these have going for them. Lady Peeps right now are being discontinued as far as I can tell. Most of the boutiques had these on sale a few months ago. So if you're looking for them, this may be a really good time to pick them up. You could also maybe pick them up on some of your more like luxury reseller sites like Gilt or places like that might have them. So if you're looking for these, this is a really, really good time to buy. You can usually find them in both black and nude. If you're looking for their cousin, the Fetish Peep, I think that is sometimes still available as well. The Fetish Peep has the thinner fetish heel. You can usually find that in a bunch of colors too. They did that in like some crazy prints as well. So definitely a good time to go looking for these shoes if they're a shoe style that you like. So hope this review helps you in your shopping, or if you just like looking at heels. So hopefully you guys like this. Just ending it like I usually do with amazing thanks to my fantastic people on Patreon. This month we were super happy because we reached 100 patrons, so thank you guys. That was an incredible milestone. We did some fun content over there for them, some patron exclusive stuff. If you haven't thought about joining, please think about it. It helps us to buy new equipment and of course new shoes to review, so thank you all so much for your support. If you don't subscribe here on YouTube, please subscribe. I love doing videos. Hopefully we'll be able to crank out a few more here. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm at Engineering in Heels. Thanks. And by the way, one more thing before I go. This is the Engineering in Heels anklet that you see here. I am working on actually making these for sale, so I wanted to give everybody a little sneak peek here. If you've been on Patreon, you've seen it, but this is my version 2 design. I am almost ready to get these out to be sold. I've gotten tons of comments about them, and this anklet doesn't really exist anywhere. The place that I originally bought it from, One Teaspoon, doesn't sell them, so I thought, well, there's a hole in the market. Let's see if we can sell them. So I'm just testing a few more things as far as joining the clasp and the chain together. So once I have that and it wears well and doesn't pop off my ankle, I will be setting up a shop and you'll be able to purchase. So if you like this anklet, please stay tuned here in the next month or so and we should get those out for you and ready to be purchased. Hope you like it. This is an all stainless steel construction right now. I hate when plating rubs off of jewelry, so I decided to completely skip that and just go for stainless. And I like it. It's got a little bit of a darker finish than like a silver, but it still looks really, really nice. And it shouldn't tarnish or anything for you. So like I said, stay tuned in the next month or two and we will be having these for sale. So thank you so much for all of your support. I love you guys.